Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today we will solve the question number 3. In the previous videos, I have already solved two questions, the basic question series. So today's question is given an integer number, return the difference between product and sum of its digits. Given an integer number, return the difference between product and sum of its digits. So first, as I have already told you multiple times in the previous videos that first of all we need to understand the question very carefully. Okay, so here it is saying we will have an integer number as an input. Let's say in a method we will get the number in an input and return the difference between product and sum. So what is the product and sum of its digits? In the first question already we have seen how to find the digits of a number. In the second question we have already seen how to get the sum or get the count in within the loop. Those kind of logics we have already seen. So today's logic building, what we will do is get the difference between product and sum of its digits. So product means obviously you know the multiplication and sum means the sum of the digits. So sum of the digits in the last question already we have solved how to get the sum of the digits. Here we have to just get the product and again we have to get the sum, and at the end what we have to do, we have to subtract the product from the sum. It is saying that return the difference between product and sum of the digits. So let's understand the question first. Okay, let's say we are having a number, let's say 143. This is the number we have. Now, first of all, what we need to do, what logic we need? The first logic we'll need that how to get the digits, which we have already seen in the first video. I already told you that this series is gonna be like each and every question will be linked to one and each other. The first question we have seen that how to get the digits of a number. Second question we have seen how to get the sum of the digits. Now we are having the same type of question. The only thing is here it is saying that we have to get the product also and then find the difference between the sum and the product. So first try this question yourself. Okay, because this is similar to the first two questions. And I'm telling you that logic building will be effective if you try to solve the question yourselves and not that you are waiting for someone to solve it for you. Okay, so I have already done most of the things. The only things you have to do it yourself by finding the product and then we have to just subtract the product and so that's it. Okay, so try it yourself. If not, then you can watch the rest of the video. Okay, so how to solve the problem that we have already seen, that we have to find the digits first. Second thing, we have to get the sum of the digits. And third thing, we have to get the product of digits, which is the multiplication. And the last thing we need to do is we have to subtract the sum from the product, and this is the answer this question needs. Okay, so let's say in this number 143, we have three digits 1, 4, and 3. So first we have to find the digit which we have already seen. Okay, if you don't understand how to find the digit, then this question you will not be able to solve. So first thing first, you have to know how to find the digits, and then we will get the digits as 1, 4, and 3. Now what we need to do, we have to get the sum of the digits. So what is the sum of the digits? 1 plus 4 plus 3, which is 8. Next thing what we need to do, we need to get the product of the digits. What is the product of the digits? 1 into 4 into 3 is 12. And the last thing, which is the answer they need, the question says that find the difference between product and sum. So sum we have already got, product we have already got, and before that we have to go get the digits which we have already got. Now we need to get the product minus sum. So 12 minus 8 equals to 4. This is the question. Okay, now let's solve it. So what we need to do for this question? First of all, we need to write in a method. So every time I'll use the this pen and paper only. You have to do it in your ID or whatever wherever you want to do. You need to do that part. So here I'll give the whole code for now. Later on I might give just the pseudo code. So now, but you have to type it on your computer. That much thing you need to do. I'll not give it the whole code. Although I have the GitHub repository, I'll share the whole repo with you guys. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Public static, as we know that we have to, what is the return type? Return type of the method will be integer because we will get the integer type as a return value. What is, let's say we give a method name uh, product and something like that. Let's give a method name, and in the input we will get some number in the parameter. Okay. Now first thing first, we have to take a variable of iteration. Let's say we'll start the loop from 0, and then we have to take another variable for the sum which will initialize by 0. Then we'll take another variable for the product which will initialize by 1. Why we are initializing this by 1, we'll see. This you have to understand. Okay, this we will see. Okay, now what we will do? Same thing, the logic of finding the digit. We have to take a loop, and then let's say we are giving the condition uh, while num greater than 0, then okay, so actually we don't need this I, because here we are taking the num, so we don't need to start the iteration from anywhere. Okay, anyway, so here we are seeing while num is greater than 0, what we will have to do? We have to basically first, let's say we have to get the digits. So what is the digits? Num modulus 10 will be the digits. How this num modulus 10 is working, if you want to know, then please watch my first video. There I have explained how to get the digits, what's the logic. Here I am not explaining all those things. We have already done. That's why I am giving this as a number one question, number two question, number three question. So you have to start from one, then solve the second question, then solve the third question. Then only you will understand how things are working, how you can actually build the logic. Anyway, so here I am saying that digits is equal to num modulus 10. This will give me the digit. Then what we need to do? We need to get the sum. So sum equals to sum plus digits. So sum variable I have already initialized by 0. So it will be 0. So sum is equal to 0 plus whatever the digit will be, it will just add it. Okay, this is the logic to get the sum. In the last question we got this, we have seen the logic of how we are getting the sum in a loop. So this is the same logic. Again, if you don't understand, go back and watch the second video. Now next thing is the same type. Like again, this is the only thing which is like extra in this question. Otherwise all of those things are similar to the first question and the second question. This is the only thing that we need to find the product. So product we have initialized by 1. So if we multiply anything with 1, it will be the same number. So that's why you have initialized by 1, not 0. Sum we have initialized by 0 because if you add 0 to any number, it will be the same number. Similarly, if you multiply 1 with any number, it will be the same number. That's the logic, nothing else. So product equal to what it will be? Product into digits. Okay. Then what we need to do? We need to give some condition which will which will basically end the loop at some point. So num equals to num by 10. Every time we are doing this thing, num will be divided by 10. Each time the number will be get shorter. Okay, we'll see. We'll do uh, dry run. We'll do, but let's just understand this thing. This is done. This is basically done. Now, what we need to return is product minus sum. So whatever the product and whatever the sum is, we just need to get that. The return type we have given as integer. Okay, the return time is integer. So you have to return something with an integer value. So product, the variable is integer type, sum is integer type, and we are just returning product minus sum. That's it. That's it, guys. Nothing else. Now let's dry run. I hope whoever has seen the first and second video have already understood what I am doing. If someone who is watching this video as first time, then just understand what we are doing. Let's take another example with a number. Let's take a number of, let's say 153. So 153 is a number. How to get the digits? So we will get the digits by dividing by 10, this line. Dividing by 10, and whatever the remainder will be, it will be the number. So if we divide by this number, let's say by 10, so what is the remainder? 3. So 3 is the remainder, and this will be the first digit. So after dividing by 10, whatever is remaining, which is 15, again we have to divide this number by 10. So whatever, now this time 5 is the remainder, and this 5 is the second number, as you can see. Then what is remaining? 1 is remaining. Then again we will divide 1 by 10. If we divide 1 by 10, and both are integer number, in computer we can't divide this thing unless you have to get in the value will be double, or else this 1 will be the remainder. Okay, this will not divide it, and 1 will become the remainder. So this is the third digit. So we got both of the digits. So in this loop, this thing will continuously do. First it will get the digit. So the first digit it will get is 3. Now sum will be, we have initialized by 0. So sum will be 0 plus 3. 0 plus 3. So after the first iteration, sum will be 0 plus 3, because sum was initialized by 0 and the first digit we got is 3. Then product, whatever the product will be 1 into 3. Okay, so sum and product both will be 3 in this case. Then we are dividing number equals to number by 10. Why you are dividing? Because each time the number will decrease. First it was 153, then if we divide it by 10, this line will only get the remainder. So modulus 10, this modulus, what it will do, it will only give the remainder, not this quotient. This is called quotient, not this quotient. It will only get the remainder. This line will get the quotient. So quotient is 15. So the number is now reduced to 15. Then again the loop will run. The loop will again go here and check if 15 greater than 0. Yes, it is. Then again it will get the digit. What will, now this time what will be the digit? The digit will be, first it was 3. So the value of sum was 3 at this point. Now it will become 3 plus, what is the digit? 5. So if we divide 10 by, if we divide 15 by 10, what is the remainder we are getting? We are getting 5. So digit will be 5. Here again the digit will be 5. So it will be 3 into 5. First it was, product was initialized by 1, last in the first iteration it become 3. Now it is 3 into 5 equals to 15. Now what is the number? Number we have already seen. The number will be 15 at this point. Then again we are dividing it by 10. Again we are dividing it by 10. So 15 by 10, whatever the quotient will be, the quotient will be, if we divide 15 by 10, the quotient will be 1. So it will again, the loop will go here and check if 1 is greater than 0. Yes, 1 is greater than 0. Then again it will find the digit. So 1 divided by 10, the remainder will be always 1. This is one important thing to understand. In the first video I have already explained. If you divide a smaller number by a greater number, the remainder will be the smaller number, because you can't divide it, right? Both are integer type. We can't divide it. In computer language, you can't divide it. I mean, you can say like 1 by 10 equals to 0.01. That is in normal mathematical problems, but here we are taking the data type is integer. So integer can't hold any fractional value. 0.1 it will can't take. It will only take the whole number. So that's why we can't divide if the data type is integer, which it is in this case. The data types are integer. If it was double, then it would have been possible to get 0.1. But if you give as a double, this logic will not work. So that's why this is working, and whatever the remaining, the smaller number will be automatically became the remainder, which is 1. So here what we'll get, we'll get, or we already had 8, so again we'll add 1. We already had 15, then again will multiply by 1. So, and the number will become 1 by 10. 1 by 10, sorry, 10 by 1. 10 by 1, is it possible? Number is what? Number will become 1. Number is now 1. Now 1 by 10, is it possible? If we divide 1 by 10, it's not possible, right? So it will give as 0. It will give as 0. Now the last time it will check 0 greater than 0. No, the loop will end. Here the loop will end. So what is the last number we have got? Product we have got as 15. Sum we have got is 8. Sorry, 9. And the difference is 6. So 6 will be the answer as per my dry run. If I am not correct, you can correct me. But for my dry run, it is giving me 6. You can try it yourself in any ID or any in a notepad or anywhere. Online compiler, you can code yourself. I'm just giving you, I'm writing in a, let's say, paper, and I'm writing the code and also doing the uh, dry run. Now you can do this thing yourself and check if the logic is working or not. If not working, then you can come back and tell me. But this is the third question, which was that given an integer number, return the difference between product and sum. So first we had to get the digits, then we will get the sum, then we'll get the product, and then we will return the difference of both the things, product minus sum. That's it. Okay, guys, just practice. These questions are linked to each other. If you don't understand the first logic, if the first question logic, which was get the digit, you will not understand the rest of the things. So first, go and solve the first question. Watch this video. Then go and do it yourself. Then go solve the second question. Understand first, then do it the second question. Then come back to the third question and then solve it. Okay.